Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Spartans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Feeling some heat. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd down and short. They choose to pass it. They got the whole playbook open because it's 3rd and short. On their own side of the field, you could tell the QB wasn't going to make a mistake. He did not want to force the ball, make a bad decision. He throws the football away, lives to fight another down.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure coming. Fires it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he hauls it in inside the 30. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Makes the grab. It's Everett. Line getting set on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. They'll ride the hot hand. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback will keep it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. The running back has it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Try to get it on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. No return coming. He'll crawl for the fair catch. State sends the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Get set, get set.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Gets rid of it. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
What a shot in the arm something like that can give you. You take over, 1st and goal from the 3. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sparty. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. It's one game, you don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking deep. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play.
Michigan State, 14. Penn State, 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Still looking on the move. He fires it out to the right. And he's got it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Easy.
Quarterback will audible. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Gray. It's complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell among many who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pull back a couple years ago, such a great season, too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face and they're going to play physical.
To the air on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. And they're not on the same page there. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
2nd down after that incompletion. Trying the left side. The ball is out behind the line. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Gray. Going downfield for the big play. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle. No big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
Finds a crease at the 20. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Banks. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wade. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. They're bringing heat. Grabbed in the middle, it's Banks. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Floating away. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Give to the back. Pick up a 5. It'll be third down and 5. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The quick out. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That is a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The Nittany Lions have moved it inside the 20. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
With the score, Michigan State 14, Penn State 7.
And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. First down for this offense. They go to the ground. Smashes through. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. Hold on. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
To the air, it's Gray. He finds his man. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. They'll run play action. Going for it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. This quarterback part of their running game. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
They'll put the tight end in motion. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the 2nd half.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now this offense knocking on the...
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Offense set on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Steps away. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Spartans get enough for the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. The give to the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. And the beatdown has ensued. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Takes it on the return. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle. If you don't have to, picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Offense gets set for second down. The give to the tailback. Drills him with the stiff arm. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
And the Spartans will try to punch it in on first and goal.
Yankee blue. Igloo.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Michigan State 35, Penn State 7.
Ready up.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Let's go.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Quarterback keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan State. And the stomping has commenced.
Number 12.
That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
All wideouts, no backs.
Get set.
Looking to throw on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Trying to take it back. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field. And if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll leave it with him. Just buried it. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to get to it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the ball is picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build.
And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on first down. Gets it out quickly. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He fires to the left side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with it.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, now on second down. Dropping back, it's Gray. Pocket starts to collapse. They're setting up the screen. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a shot. Picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. He's going to pass. Looking down the middle. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Rams him with the stiff arm. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Scanning the field, it's Gray. Getting some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
That kicker needed to club up. Unfortunately, the ball hits the crossbar.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6. And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking downfield, it's Gray. Looking left. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10.
Let's go.
He's looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Moved out of bounds at the 13-yard line. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
After this, it'll be a wrap.
Jackrabbit. Acorn.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Dumps it to the back. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. You know what's great about rivalry games?